Welcome back, ARL fans. This is Brian,
I'm Nick.
and we are the Appalachian Revenant League. We are getting ready to start our next episode, which would be episode 3. And if you've been following us, we've been trying to do our podcast in order of investigations. And last week, we talked about Assumption Records, which was our very first investigation, which was supposed to be a practice, but we got a few.
We got experience.
Got some evidence and got some experience and how to do things. And now we're going to be moving on to our next investigation, which was the YMCA building or the Moose Lodge on Fairmont Avenue in Fairmont. A lot of people that are from around the area know where we're talking about. As far as I was concerned with the Moose Lodge, because people keep asking me, well, why'd you do the Moose Lodge? Is it supposed to be haunted? Is it supposed to be haunted? I'm like, no, not that I know of, but whenever you drive by it, you can just look at the building and just see, especially since it's been, abandoned for about 10 years. You just get.
It's been open for a long time too.
Yeah, that's, almost
Pretty
100
old.
years. And like I said in the last episode, when I read the book about gatherings and places with a lot of energy and stuff like that, the Moose Lodge had a bowling alley, which, that was one of the areas that would have a lot of activity due to the energy of the place. And so
Didn't you say you went there while it was open?
yeah, and another thing that I was always drawn to was that in the 80s, I went there a few times. My parents went there, and Grandpa was a member. So I don't really remember being in there, but I remember going there because it was early 80s. So I figured, why not give it a shot?
Mm-hmm.
And this was our first investigation that, it was like for real, because we had to get permission from the city of Fairmont, and we had to
sign
a waiver if anything happened to us, that the city was not liable.
They didn't. The waiver didn't really say anything about the building itself.
Well,
like you can't. You're like it's nice not to like vandalize, and that's not what we're doing.
Yeah.
But like it's like nothing. Like if you break it, you pay it.
Yeah.
That's like if you break it, you better not be hurt. If you hurt yourself, which I almost did, Mike almost did. Like it's kind of probably a good thing we did something else.
Yeah.
Because it was a old building. There's like a lot of like weak wood that was kind of cracking and snapping. Mike fell through it. His hole fell in at the bowling alley. And I almost fell, and we did like the pool session for it. But,
oh my God, the pool.
Yeah.
I never did get to go down in there, but
you didn't want to.
What was that like? Actually, under the bottom, the basement level of the Moose Lodge was the bowling alley, and there were several rooms and a boiler room back. It was super creepy.
Yeah, I remember that. That was hidden. That was the part you didn't want to go to.
The pool was part of the YMCA portion, and then apparently, from what I was told, when the Moose Lodge took over, they built the bowling alley over the pool area, so they just blocked it off completely, which was kind of strange. Like, why wouldn't you just leave the pool?
Mm-hmm. But they had like trap doors and
yeah, it was a trap door you had got down. I don't know what they would need it for if they would have that was
Yeah, it
definitely.
was something weird. We can get to that later. Like we should kind of talk more about like when we actually started going, because that was when Mike was still with us. He was kind of on the fence with it.
Yeah, he wanted to do all the filming and stuff, and it's like, well, that's all well and good, but you got to show up.
Yeah, because he kept making
I think he was kind of
excuses.
scared. He was.
He was scared. I mean, no offense to Guy, I've been scared. You've been
Yeah, I've
scared,
been
but
freaked out. Yeah,
like that's kind of the point.
but yeah, that's the whole
You
part of the
know.
job is you're going to be scared, so you just got to kind of suck it up and do it.
Yeah, he did that too with like he's only been with us twice, and he kind of did that the second time too. But
Yeah. I don't want to be here when it's after dark, man. Let's
yeah,
go.
I
I'm
got
like, well,
plans.
you're
I got
supposed to do it when it's dark.
yeah, I got plans I need to do. I got work tomorrow.
Like,
Call
yeah,
off, I did.
yeah. Don't we all?
Yeah, but no, like we did a little bit of a kind of pre-run or like whatever it's called. Like
Yeah, we did walk around while it was daytime to kind of check everything out.
yeah, can't get a feel for like the certain areas which one we think would
'Cause
be
it was what,
more
8 stories,
yeah
six or eight, and then we were just trying to figure out,
how far we could
yeah,
get
how
up.
far we could actually go. We were told probably not to go above the 5th floor, but we did
We went all
anyway.
the way to the top.
Yeah, we went
We
all
went
the,
to the roof.
yeah,
Yeah, we like
but
there's
we
like a
went
little
through the
cubby.
roof through the kitchen on the 3rd floor,
Yeah,
so it was kind of,
it was hard. It was tight trying because it was like
it
a
was.
spiral. It kind of zigzagged. It zigzagged
And
up.
then all of a sudden we were on the roof and we're like, what?
Yeah, we didn't realize we were that high up. We're just kind of going up the stairs. Yeah, we're like, here's this, like, cause you didn't know it was like linked to the roof. It literally looked like a whole different part of the building. Because it looked like it was like originally blocked off at one point. It's like a hidden staircase. That was the thing that got me with it. Yeah, then we went. Where did we go to eat? It wasn't
We went
Jack's.
to the Derby.
Derby. Derby. That
Yeah,
was
that's
good.
in Fairmont. Yeah, they got some good food. The only
Yeah.
issue I got with them is for some reason it's the only place in this whole state you're allowed to smoke inside, and um, it's kind of hard when cigarette smoke. But I'm not taking anything away from their food. Food's great. Uh,
Their
Everything.
drinks were great.
Yeah,
I
drink.
like the drinks.
What did you buy us all the Jaeger bombs? Is that what it was? Or
Yeah,
was
because Assumption Records was good and all, and like I was tired doing it because I was really prepped for it.
yeah, we really
And
we really weren't prepared.
no, like I can't tell you how much energy drinks and how much coffee I drank just to try and keep up until like 11 o'clock. But yeah, like we went. We all the three of us ordered beer. I got that Blue Moon, which is good. It was my first time trying that. Yeah, then we're sitting talking, like, screw it. Like, let's ease up a bit, kind of relieve some of that, like, tension anxiety, like, oh, I mean, like, I have to worry about it. Like, let's make this fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I think
Yeah.
that was a turning point because yeah, we want to find evidence and you want to be serious and do everything, but at the same time you want to have fun doing this because in all honesty it is fun.
Like, you don't want to be, like, blackout drunk and doing it, I
Mhm.
mean, as funny as that would be, as much as I wish I was sometimes doing it,
Well, the problem with
you know,
that, yeah, the
it
problem with
kind of,
that, you're going to put that on camera and then put it out on YouTube.
it wouldn't be taken
Yeah,
seriously,
you're not going
yeah.
to be taken seriously. You want to build credibility. You're like, oh, these guys are just fucking drunk and they're not really doing anything. But
Yeah. Yeah, like, that really helped. Then, like, the food was good. I loved the food. And then we actually went back and started, and, he
yeah, if
had
anybody from the Derby's watching this, we could be bought.
sponsor.
Yeah.
Now, like, yeah, when we actually started doing the filming, Mike had a boomstick for like audio. We kind
I don't
of
think I
went
ever
down.
got anything off of that.
No, he never did anything with it. We just had what I had a camera. Thank God
Yeah.
I was recording.
Yeah.
He kept saying like the batteries were dead, and he did nothing for the first like 30 minutes. But yeah, I remember we filmed you going down into it. You were kind of talking about it. I got some good pictures before he actually started about like outside and inside the building.
Yeah. I mean, it's
You get that
definitely
weird vibe.
interesting building in and of itself. It doesn't really matter, what's been in it.
Mm.
But, the building's over 100 years old. And,
Yeah, just the history
and the hit.
itself, kind of speaks for itself. You know, but we went to the alley first, but we kind of tried walking, like, kind of scouted the upper level a bit. We walked around the dining area, or like the main lobby.
Yeah, the main, or where the stage was, where the bands and stuff
Yeah,
played. That was as soon as you walk in.
it
And
was like
then
the first thing you
the
saw.
next level was the actual lodge where they held all their dinners and stuff, because that's where the kitchen and everything was.
Hmm. Yeah, and we went down to the alley first because you said that's where like a lot of stuff would be.
Yeah, because I mean, because I had actually the day before anybody, I went in by myself and was walking around, and
It's not a place you really want to go by yourself.
no,
Yeah,
but being the lead investigator, you gotta kind of take one for the team, and you
fame
got
and glory.
you gotta you gotta. Well, Zach Bagans gets all the glory on Ghost Adventures, um, so when I went down to the basement from the main floor, um, the bowling alley was very, very dilapidated. So, and feeling, as soon as you hit that last step and get down in that basement, the whole mood changes.
Hmm.
So I knew that was going to be part of um, the main focus of the investigation.
Hmm.
Way to make a lot of noise there. That was.
Hey, it was deeper of a trash can than I thought it was.
Mm,
I mean, you had too many cans in there.
yeah.
But
So,
no,
what was
like
your first initial reaction of the Moose Lodge whenever you pulled up and we went inside? And
because you were there before, because I had to go pick up Mike and drive there.
right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So when Mike and I first pulled up, we got lost. Remember, we got lost
Oh yeah,
because
you
we
ended up in
we
Pleasant Valley. I don't know, or King Lodge.
yeah,
I don't
like
know how you did
we
that.
looked. I picked him up from his place, typed it into Google. We went on. Somehow we got down by the river, and we got put onto a dead end. You
I
know,
think
but
I because I was looking after you guys had said that the new Moose Lodge may be down in that area somewhere.
yeah, because it was like a lot of really nice. It was like retirement home.
Yeah,
Every car was brand new.
yeah, that's the rich part of
Yeah,
Fairmont. Yeah.
but no, when we actually pulled up to it, you could. It had like on the ground level, like the walls had like those like silhouettes of people dancing and stuff,
Oh
and
yeah, the silhouettes.
it's like you get that like okay, like this is older town, older building. Like it at first it kind of seems like every other old building you drive past, in towns and cities, but once we actually step inside, like that mood changes. It's like judging a book by its cover. You go in, you look, and you could see the wear and the tear, the history of it. And like with it being a Mason building, there's a lot of like extra kind of stuff put into it.
Yeah,
They
but a
they
lot of
never go cheap with it.
right, a lot of people don't know that kind of thing anyway.
Hmm.
There's a lot of hidden symbols and stuff all around the building that would probably, charge a building more than, say if you got a building that's haunted, but then if you got a Masonic building with a bunch of symbols and hidden meanings and stuff in the walls, that would make it, would elevate it to another
Yeah,
level.
yeah. I don't know a lot, but I know some about the main stuff. And you told me like keep an eye out, like make sure, like pointing at something like on the stairs, like is this a symbol? Just it was like
Yeah,
a weird
because I
design.
was kind of interested in that kind of thing, just casually. If you're going to get into paranormal investigations, you should probably have, working knowledge of other things that may, charge a specific location.
Yeah, yeah, a little more in depth with it, or like broader views.
Yeah, just, they say jack of all trades, master of none, but you should really know a little bit about everything.
Yeah,
That way, oh, okay,
yeah,
well, then that makes sense. That's why this particular place might be haunted, or there may be a reason why it's not, like it
hmm
should be.
yeah, yeah, and like I knew some of them, and I kept pointing. I pointed one out in the boiler room, like before we left.
I'm like, that fucking boiler room, dude.
Yeah, you said like when you
I
fixed
did
it, like your
not want to go in there. We were going back through the corridor to the boiler room, and I'm like, no, I do not want to come back there.
yeah, I had to say fine, I'll go. Because like I was pumped with adrenaline and slightly under the influence. So I was like, screw it. Like what's gonna happen? Either it's gonna be something really cool or it won't be my problem anymore. You know, but like first going into it, it was really nice. You were giving people like a quick tour of it, so like Mike and I kind of went around like the first floor, like taking pictures and going through the rooms, trying not to get real lost. You know, but first impressions was, this is actually pretty cool. Like not your typical old building. It's like I've said many times before in like other podcasts we've done. That's still my favorite one. I mean I got great pictures, great video.
Oh yeah,
For our first like official one,
first
it's
official investigation. That was overall just, yeah, it was just everything kind of came together, and it culminated to that dumbwaiter door that we
yeah,
tried to open,
yeah,
and it was just like once we opened that, it was just like that was it, nothing.
yeah, because we agreed that we'll start at the bottom,
And
work our way
work our
to the
way up,
top.
yeah.
Once we get to the top, we'll work our way back down to the bottom, and as we go, we pick up our equipment we left behind. And yeah, we had that Polaroid camera. Took pictures of that with the bowling alley. You left your phone down there.
Got
The
a lot.
EMF was going off,
Oh,
and
the EMF was crazy.
well,
After what I decided to do was, while we were down in the bowling alley, as a trigger, was to actually bowl in the bowling alley.
mhm,
So I'd actually brought my own bowling balls, but when I went in ahead of Nick before him and Mike came in, I noticed that there were still bowling balls and pins back behind the alley.
yeah, they're all like piled up on
Yeah, they're all
top.
just like left there. So what I did was grab a couple of bowling balls from the back, and I went ahead and set them up. That way, when we went down there, we'd be ready to go.
Mhm.
So I didn't even need my bowling balls that I brought.
Probably a good thing too.
Yeah.
They're pretty rough shape, like the ones you found.
So we went down there with the equipment. We were getting nothing. And it was probably a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, because
And
we're just talking, like getting ready to
we
say,
were,
like, let's move to the
yeah, we
next
were
one.
getting ready to go to the next floor, the next room, whatever it was we were going to do. And Mike goes, "Why don't you just go ahead and throw a ball?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, duh. That's basically the whole,
Bowling.
yeah." So Soon as I threw that first ball and it hit the alley, the EMF meter went off.
Mm-hmm.
And
it jumped to the highest I've ever seen it.
I was like, I was just, not only was I happy because we were getting, it was dead the whole time until that happened. So that makes it, that much better
Yeah, because
as
like
evidence. But I was like also freaking out too because, oh my God, they're like,
your look on, I was videotaping
there's
you
just
when
no
you
words to
did.
describe what that feeling was right there in that moment, knowing that I activated something, maybe for lack of a better word.
Like
Well,
woke it up.
because yeah, woke it up because I mean it's probably been 10 years since anybody has. I mean, I know the people's been in and out, because it's still kind of
Somewhat like being
yeah,
access to like
like you're
maintain.
yeah to maintain it and do all that stuff, but to actually interact with something that's there, that basically we were going in cold because, like I said before, I didn't know it was haunted. I just was
Yeah, we're
drawn to
just
the
going.
building, and to capture something like that was definitely a highlight of our short careers that we've been doing this so far.
Yeah, because like I said, like I was recording the whole entire time you're doing it. Like from the moment we are like, okay, let's start. My camera's rolling. Like didn't stop once. It's like like I said, like we're sitting there, like okay, like we're talking, you're asking the questions, and Mike's trying to ask some questions. I'm just saying like, like nothing's happening. And like the moment like you picked up that bowling ball and you like went to roll it down, the moment it like made impact,
Yeah,
with like the moment it hit that wood, it went off. The EMF meters go off electricity, they don't go off the sound.
yeah.
Like
And
and
it's all
it
wood
was
down again. It's all wood down there. The
yeah,
original scorer's table, the original alleys.
it was like a little desk you had to do like pen and
It's
paper.
even, yeah, and it's even where they have somebody there to set up the pins and roll the ball back. Nothing
Hmm.
was automatic or nothing. So there should have been nothing other than the charge of that actual action
Yeah.
that set that. And
Yeah, because like the moment it hit and actually started rolling down, like it hit and it was like instantly, beep 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 beep.
that's what was crazy. That's
Yeah, and like your reaction, you're like like rolling, you're like still in that like pose of
right.
like
I'm
rolling
still
it down,
bowling, and
and the
technically,
moment it went off, your eyes lit up, your mouth dropped,
yeah,
you like looked over at Mike and I. Mike even did a
yeah. He
double
was
take
like,
on it,
"What the fuck?"
Yeah, because he never heard that thing go off.
Yeah, because
He
it
he
was
he
10
never he
minutes. It
never
was at
knew.
zero for 10 minutes while
Yeah,
we were down there
cause
looking around.
cause he's sitting there like, oh yeah, this thing doesn't work, and like whatever, like dogging it, and like
Yeah,
what we're doing. And yeah, he has back turned to it because he was like holding the video camera,
because he was filming me.
and he was kind of like looking around,
Yeah,
and then like the moment it like whipped back around, he freaked out, you know, and ever since like from that point to the point we left, we caught stuff.
yeah,
Like nothing at first, and then like that dumbwaiter, nothing after that.
yeah. Once we opened the dumbwaiter door, it seemed like it was over.
Yeah.
So what was down there, I have no clue, and I really don't want to know.
Hmm. Well,
But my guess is watching paranormal stuff, basically for the past 20 years and doing this myself. It had something to do with that girl that was in the pictures that we found.
man, those pictures, man. That was like the fourth floor, right? Something like that. It
Yes,
was
up on
about
the fourth
halfway.
floor.
It was like a
It was the
ball.
next one up from the ballroom.
Hmm. Yeah, because they're all scattered around.
I still don't know
Man.
what to think about it.
Dude, I didn't want to touch him, man. Like, like Mike was like, let's move him over and like, you know, line him up. I'm like, dude, I want to touch the.
Yeah, don't.
I want to be like, a crime I didn't commit or like I don't know where those things have been. Like that one made me more worried about like we're gonna get like hunted more than like a paranormal thing, more like a realistic thing. Like like that kind of got my mind rolling into a different direction. This isn't what we're doing. Like this is something a little more serious. You know.
Yeah. Well, as far as I know, there's nothing come of it.
Yeah,
But
like we
but
sat there and
but
asked
but when
people
we
and they
were
knew it.
but when we were walking around, we saw the pictures, and we were walking around. We were still getting no hits on
Hmm.
any of our met and any of our machines until we looked up, and I said, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a it's a it was a door."
Yeah,
As soon as we acknowledged the door, that's when
it started
the
going off
EMF
again.
started going off again.
Yeah,
And I kept saying, if that little girl was down there in that hole or whatever's back there.
yeah, because we're again like we're kind of saying it was kind of going off a little bit here and there, but it wasn't really doing a lot. And so like yeah, like we're like about to go to the next room, and like I saw it because like we went there before it actually started,
We didn't even
and
notice
we're
that
like
door
yeah,
there.
it was just like another wall,
Yeah.
and I saw like a little lever for it, like it was open like a little bit, like half an inch. I was like I want to open it. Like fuck, like I don't know what this thing is. Like let's see what's inside. You know.
Then he finally popped it open. It was a dumbwaiter, and it was like,
Yeah, that it
which,
was hard to even just open,
yeah,
even for a small building.
yeah.
Like
You ended up breaking your knife at the end.
yeah,
Yeah.
I had like a stainless steel like military grade like pocket knife. It was thick steel. And I had I was still recording my camera. I had my recording trying to help me like pry it open. You had the spirit box. You were trying to ask more questions. That thing was still going off.
Yeah. The
You
EMF
know.
meter was just that was the main um, mode.
Hmm.
It seems like each investigation it responds to a different piece of equipment, and it said the Moose Lodge was definitely the EMF meter
Hmm.
because it seemed like everything we noticed or everything we did, there was an EMF spike.
Yeah. Yeah, and I broke like I don't know, like 2 centimeters, like the just a little more than the tip of my knife off before I finally like I really had to put effort into it to like
Yeah, I
break it. I
know.
mean, it was wood. There wasn't like no nails,
Right, it shouldn't
nailing
have
it
been
in.
that
Like
hard to open.
yeah, like wood. Even like at Assumption Records, like that was because it was like just hard. Like it was wedged, like the way it was. The way like time has like built it.
Yeah,
The
right.
way it was built. It was kind of rickety, so that's why it was wedged. This was like jammed shut.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
for almost like for a reason.
yeah, and that the dumbwaiter itself, like the chain was like
Yeah, we couldn't
tight.
pull it up, so we couldn't see what was actually in the dumbwaiter. So um, we just kind of
We
we
left it open.
yeah we didn't want to
We just kind of
know.
left.
We kind of left because we didn't really want to know.
Well, we went down to pick up our equipment. We looked at the pool because I took a picture with the Polaroid of
Did
that.
I did ask you if the dumbwaiter went all the way to the pool, right? Because we
Yeah,
were just going to go ahead and look real quick, but
and
we
I
didn't know
told you.
we didn't know where the other doors were.
Yeah, well, we went down to the boiler
Yeah.
because we went down to the alley to get your phone because you had like the voice recorder on,
Right, right, right.
and we're like, I as we're about to go back up the stairs to leave, I saw that hallway, because it went from like wood to like brick or concrete,
Yeah,
and you're
I
like,
think that
that's the
was
way that I won't go.
that's the original. That has to be the original
Oh yeah, like you could tell
because
because
it
it
was a
was
completely different.
Well, like you go in, like the whole building itself, like it was raining outside, but the building was dry, like until like you get close to the windows because they're broken,
Yeah.
but for the most part, like the whole building was like bone dry. Then like we saw that and we started going in like right before you like go into like the brick tunnel part that led to the boiler room. It was like condensation on
Yeah, the
it,
I forgot about the
and
condensation. Yeah.
yeah, because it was like
It's
it
like, why is it doing
instantly
that?
like like dry
To
to
condensation.
yeah, and we're like
Like, it
what's
was
going
a
on?
literal line. It wasn't like gradual.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was it was literally stopping.
wet, dry, wet, dry.
Yeah,
That was, yeah, I
and
forgot about that. That was creepy.
yeah, because and like we walked in and that's when we found out it's a boiler room.
Hmm.
Because you said before like this is just that tunnel creeped me out.
Yeah, I did not want to go
You're
down that
like I
tunnel.
went through most of the building except for that. And we found where that dumbware ended, but the way to get to it was like real like rough, and there's like rusted like broken metal into it, and it was
Oh, okay.
closed.
I
Like
don't
there was a
remember. I
lot of
guess.
debris there, like blocking it.
Oh, okay.
Like
No, that's
that's why
probably
we
for a
couldn't.
reason.
Yeah, because like no, I didn't want to get tetanus.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I mean, I do almost anything for things, stupid reasons, but that's not one of them. And so like yeah, there was like a log to a like a door that led to the bowling alley, and it was like a
Oh,
metal
yeah,
little pull
the
switch.
door between the boiler room and the bowling alley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's where I found it. Because like
that was
we're
weird.
looking at it, we're like, what is this? Like we saw the hinges that like opened up. Yeah, and it had like a little like spring lock on it. And I remember like pulling it down and like seeing it. And it was like just a little symbol. I can't remember what it was. It was like I can't remember what it was. I'll have to look back on my pictures,
Yeah, I
but
know you definitely have it on camera. You took a picture of it.
yeah, because my camera died, so I was using my phone to finish the rest of it. I have it there, and yeah, it was like this is what you're looking for. Like here it is.
Yeah.
And yeah,
But
we
you can
left.
definitely tell they added the bowling alley just because it's a completely different architecture
Mhm.
than the rest of the building. Because when I went back through to watch or to listen to my EVPs that I left down in the bowling alley, I left my phone down in the bowling alley while we went everywhere else. When I went back through to listen, we got the occasional door slam down there, and there is no doors to any of the rooms down there.
Yeah, it wasn't us because at the
Yeah, because
time
we were up
we're
in the second, third floors.
yeah there's no
There's no
way that
doors
would
in that
happen.
place, really.
Well, there's that room.
There's the swinging doors, but
Well, there's those, but they never really closed.
right.
And there was that one room where that like that piano was, and there was like a whole wall with the doors.
Oh,
Because it was like
the
numbered.
doors that were lined up. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
yeah, yeah.
that was a whole different room. Because Mike and I were like going through, like
That's where all
looking
the
at the
doors
numbers.
were.
Yeah, except for the ones like leading into each room on each floor.
Yeah, yeah,
Because like there was like stuff left from like what was it like 2004,
yeah. There was
2005. Like
full Pepsi bottles and shit down there.
yeah, there's like three unopened things at that. There's like canned pineapple or something
Yeah,
like
the
that.
canned pineapple. What?
And
That was so out of
yeah,
place.
it was like and it was half of it was unopened. The other half was like only half drank. It was like like they were scared off, or like
Yeah,
police showed up and they had to make a quick bail.
right. I think that's
Like there wasn't anything really bad. There was like a used up joint, like
they had a well they before the city took it over. There was the homeless were getting in,
hmm
but I wouldn't think they would go all the way up to the third or fourth floor. I think they would hang around and stay down in the bowling alley area because that's the back door
that
that they had
led.
to lock and
hmm
padlock it. That's where it went, and I don't know why they wouldn't just stay down there. They wouldn't go all the way up to the third or fourth floor.
Yeah, and like I said, even like stuff from like the way it was placed. You know,
Yeah.
because like you walk in and there's like that grand piano, which oh my god, I loved it. You know, like for even being out in the open, like it was out of tune, but it was like perfect condition. But like it was all like almost perfectly lined up. You know, like you had like unopened, 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 open bottle, and like a can of Coke, pineapple, another bottle of something. Like it was all in the line. You know,
Hmm.
like somebody was trying to have like a party or something like that. Like somebody had those. You know, like Mike found the expiration date. I didn't want to touch it.
Yeah.
You know, you and I were like,
Yeah. I'm
we're gonna just
touching anything.
look right past it. Mike's the one who was like all up in it. Like, oh man, this is like 2003 or something. Like it was pretty old.
Yeah.
You know, that's when we kind of took a double take on it. You know, but yeah, even leaving there. You know, like once we got our stuff, we are like, okay, are we done? You know, like we got everything. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's dead. We're all accounted for. Or like,
And it's another, other than the EMF spikes, I mean, that goes with the territory. That's still another, it's our second investigation, and we haven't really experienced anything firsthand,
mm-hmm.
like feelings or, anything like that. Um, Now we go back through the evidence and we hear stuff and we see stuff that we didn't.
Didn't we say we heard like it was like music, right? Or
There
like
was
you
it
heard
sounded like a
like
little
faint. He was in a different
faint
room.
music, and when we were down in the bowling alley, when we left, you hear like a,
Yeah, somebody coughing.
yeah, somebody was coughing,
Mm-hmm.
and we went through the whole basement. There was nobody in there,
Yeah,
so there
and like
shouldn't
I
have.
said, I had that knife because I'm paranoid when it comes to being in certain places. Like I want to make sure I can defend myself, or at least have a chance to.
Right. So
You know.
there was nobody in other than us in that building.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the, you know, like I said, the slamming doors and the cough and everything like that is unexplained. But like I said, that was after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Now here lately in our on our last few investigations, we've started to get more in tune with what we're feeling,
Mm-hmm.
because I think we gotta let our machines do the work, not worry about whether the machines are getting anything. We need to be
We could
more in
actually
tune
like
with what we're feeling in the environment. That way,
and
then the machines will validate what we're feeling.
yeah, we got like more kind of leave them be. Like don't
Yeah, we're
constantly like
trying to
oh
force
like
trying to force it.
yeah like you gotta ask your questions trying to get that EMF to go off.
Right,
You know you gotta like egg it on.
but
You
you
know
can't baby it. You just got to leave it and
yeah it's a
let it
big
do
boy
its
toy.
thing.
You know it can do its thing. That's what it's made for. You know yeah it gets a little stage fright sometimes.
Yeah,
You know but like yeah that's still like just the idea of it the again, I'm photographer. That's the reason you have me here. Like the pictures I got from it, you know, because we took pictures from like the surrounding areas of it. You know, like the street, and I went out and took like pictures off the roof.
yeah. When we were up on the roof, we got some good stuff.
Yeah, like it's one of the best places. You know, I mean, I've taken good pictures. You know, for most of the places we went, but no, that's still by far my favorite one. You know, even when we went to the cemetery, you know, after the Moose Lodge and
Yeah,
Shawnee Park, you know.
man, Lake Shawnee. I was. I know this is going to be another episode later on, but man, as far as evidence goes, it was so disappointing. But
It,
I loved it down there though.
yeah,
Like just
it
the
was great.
ambiance of everything, and Chris White. I don't know if he'll ever see this, but he's top notch. I mean, him and his mom, they were just so hospitable.
It's like family run.
Yeah,
You know.
and I mean, I I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I just think it's just legend.
Hmm.
Like, I'm not saying, I mean, it's fact that that little girl died,
Yeah, the
but
history is fact.
yeah, the
You
history and
know,
everything that happened there is fact. Now,
whether there's still stuff there,
and
you
it's
know,
just the
it's
two of us. I mean, we very well could have been at the wrong place, the wrong time, and but we did go out into the Indian burial ground whenever they said the activity started.
hmm
We really didn't get anything either, but I don't know. That's for
that's
another
for
time.
another time. Yeah.
This is
The
the Moose Lodge episode.
Moose Lodge was by far the best for content and evidence. You
Yeah,
know, it kind of gave us that kind of boost,
yeah,
like self esteem. It's
yeah. The
like, yeah, we
confidence to
can
say,
do
yeah.
this.
I mean, especially on a cold case, it's just like we just wanted to do it because I was drawn to it. There's no history
Yeah,
or anything of the building.
yeah. You're from Fairmont. You're from West Virginia. Like Mike's from California. I'm from Kansas. Like we don't
Yeah,
know these smaller areas as much as you do. So you're like,
right,
this place is old. It's been here for this long. It was built by these, and you know more of the history because you're a local.
right,
You kind of grew up more around like that side of like the urban legends or like history. You know, we go to Kansas. I can tell you places for Kansas. I'm sure you go
right.
to California. Mike
Yeah,
could
I
tell you
wouldn't know
about
anything about
California.
Kansas, so
Yeah, so like it's just kind of hidden gems. You drive by, it kind of makes you wonder. Every time you drive by an old house, like on the side of the road or like old building, it's
exactly.
like like yeah, it looks old or like it might have just recently been like that, but it's like what happened there?
Yeah, you don't know.
You
That's the
know.
same thing with the Moose Lodge. I don't know. There's probably no history of any foul play or anything there.
Mhm.
But again, it's a place where people are going to gather and having a good time. There's a lot of energy there. There's probably going to be a
Congregating.
lot of residual energy, which is probably what we caught.
Mhm.
There's probably nothing intelligent in there.
Yeah. It was definitely worth it. And I mean, from that point on, it kind of got me more into it. Mike went that one time after, and stuff went down. And so like he never joined us again with it. But just it being you and me, like it worked.
Yeah, it's working so far. I mean, I haven't had any, you know, I mean, we've been getting evidence a little, might not be a lot of evidence, but
Yeah.
a lot of unexplained stuff has happened
Mhm.
since then.
Yeah.
So we're definitely capturing stuff. It's just, yeah. But if you want to check out the Moose Lodge episode, it's on YouTube, and I
Parental
think I,
advisory. We do kind of
yeah, we
we
kind of freak out a little bit, and
we're freaked out and we're kind of unfiltered.
I may have some on the Facebook page. I may have some um, EVPs that we've captured at the Moose Lodge, and
Yeah, you kind of posted some as you were finding them, like
yeah,
little
as I was
clips.
finding them, because I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, because I'm more of the skeptic than you are. Like even you were like, explain this, like prove me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a
Give.
skeptic myself, but when I get something on camera or get an EVP that I can't explain, it's just like, well, I'm moving more and more to the believer side, and
Hmm.
so I need somebody that's going to be like, eh, maybe, you know,
Maybe it's something different.
yeah.
Maybe it's actually legit.
But then if we get something where we're both like, okay, then we may have something here.
Yeah, yeah, we're both freaking out. There's something going on.
Yeah.
you know, but no, like it was probably one of the best things I ever done. And that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say, up until this point, it's my favorite investigation as well.
Mm.
Um, yeah, well, the Flinderation Tunnel that we just did,
That was
it probably yielded the most evidence, but as far as favorite, I mean, it was like cold and it
yeah.
was just like,
It's more of a summer thing. Like
it is.
we're still like getting out of the winter thing. It was like
And
what
we're in
3 weeks
isolation from this virus and everything, so we were kind of,
breaking the law.
kind of being
You
out
know,
in the
being the rebels on the elements.
cabin fever. So it's like, let's just try to do something.
Yeah, like yeah, we're out in the open. It's not like we're having like a big party
Yeah,
inside
it's
a
not like
little
we got more than
building.
10 people with us. And
Yeah, and like everyone's keeping their distance, and it's a mile and a half long, and like 15 minutes it was just you and me. You know, so yeah, like by far, Miss Lodge is number one. Yeah, it's I definitely would look at it and like comment on everything. Fine, like we've gone more serious with things after that too.
yeah,
We can't that was still like okay, like let's loosen up and kind of enjoy this to let's actually do this.
yeah, definitely after this episode, it was like, you know, we would, we probably want to do this as a job because
Instead more
it
of a
seems to
hobby.
be coming easy with the evidence, but it's hard to, Travel Channel just doesn't show up at your door. They got to have a reason to watch your stuff.
Yeah.
So hopefully
We'd be on Comedy Central before we'd be on Travel Center.
that's all right.
We'd be on
I
TMZ.
mean, I already have a name for our television show. So if they ever come calling, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that. Okay.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
We better put it out there in case somebody steals it. We'll be like,
Yeah, we got
April 18th,
yeah,
2020. You can't use it.
Year of the Corona. Let me hear it.
Haunted Hillbillies.
No.
Yeah.
No. Sounds like a B-rated Rob Zombie. No offense to Rob Zombie, but no. Haunted Hillbillies is Halloween parody country
people would
band.
watch that because they would think they're watching
No,
rednecks.
no.
Yeah.
No. We need more collaboration.
Hey, Lord Calvert, if you're watching too, we'll do a little bit of that too.
I drank all my.
Again, we can be bought. So anybody wants to sponsor us, I don't care who it is, other than Tampax. I don't care.
Hey, money. $20 is $20, man. I'll take it.
$20.
Hey, man, I'll advertise stuff. All right.
Well, yeah, I'll wear a
You know.
shirt. I might wear a Tampax shirt just for.
No, you'll be wearing more than a shirt. All right, you'll be wearing way more than a shirt for the money that they'd probably try and offer you.
They would probably want me to actually wear one.
All right.
All right. I
We're
think
good.
that's time to get out of here. Thanks for listening again. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube and all your favorite podcast platforms.
Spotify, best one you can find.
Later.